Hi there, guys. I hope you're well. I hope you're staying healthy and strong. Forgive the golf shirt, but today is a beautiful sunny day here in the Cape. We've experiencing some lovely, glorious, warm weather actually during the day, but at night it's nice and crisp, as my dad used to say, and nice and fresh. And I hope that you're staying warm, staying healthy, and you're looking after yourselves and each other. Today, I just wanted to touch on some elements within the investing world that's worth being reminded of. Even for me, I've got to remind myself of some of these principles from time to time, as we sometimes get sidetracked, sometimes get a little bit bewildered, a little bit perplexed, a little bit frustrated, and maybe just a couple of things to remind us all. First of all is to stay away from what is called the Four Horsemen in the investment world, and that is fear, ignorance, greed, and hope. Just touching on the fear part, everybody's been through some measure of fear in the last 3 months as we saw markets capitulate by as much as 36% in some markets. There's been some property counters that are down 40-50%. Even to this point, some listed property, which is always regarded as a safe haven, and the investment world is really, really reeling under the pressure of what a new normal will look like for shopping malls and for commercial properties. And it's easy to get fearful. It's easy to get dismayed and perplexed. And one needs proper wise counsel to remind us of the hard work behind the scenes to ensure that the investments are tweaked, are trimmed back where it is necessary, and to encourage us to hold on to those shares that will continue to give us true value over time. Greed is what cost the world its pain 10 years ago when we had the financial crisis, 2008, 2009. And that's something that always hurts. And we always got to be very, very careful of being too greedy, not being cautious enough at times, and maybe taking a bit more of a cautious view as opposed to being too speculative, especially in a time like we've had in the last year and a bit. It's been very, very difficult to try and speculate outside of good quality stocks. Ignorance, trying to do things on your own, trying to think that you can do better than somebody who is professionally qualified to manage a portfolio. Be very careful of that. We encourage clients to go on all sorts of courses, and if they're interested in the share market, to run their own little portfolio. There's no harm in that, but never have more than 7% of your own wealth exposed to any particular strategy or asset class, and be very careful because ignorance can hurt. As they say, hindsight is always 20/20 vision, but it's difficult when you're going through the pain to maybe be reminded of the fact that you didn't have the right wise counsel around you. And then hoping things will get better when clear and obviously you backed the wrong horse, you got involved in the wrong investment. A number of clients that suffered through a number of property portfolio collapses in South Africa, Ponzi schemes. Trust me, they'll come and go, and they'll probably come again. People offering you 20, 30, 40% return, which is completely unrealistic if you look at the rest of the market. And so if you're not having the appropriate wise counsel, if you're not seeking the input from experts, then there could be a risk that one of those horsemen will ruin your life, ruin your investments, and cause you to suffer much heartache and much pain. So stay with us, stay connected. Let us know if there's any help you need. Please be assured of the fact that cash is also not really the place to go and hide, with low interest rates all around the world. It's crucial that you remain invested in growth assets. As they say, over time, the market is efficient. So you've got to give your portfolio time to breathe. For the majority of our clients, we've recovered from the last 3 months, but it'll still be volatile in the next 3 to 6 months as the world comes to terms with a new way of working. It's not reasonable to think that there will be a knock on earnings and very little dividend yield or dividend declarations by some of the bigger companies. They've all had to trim and cut and make sure that they can keep their staff, as many of them as they can, and remain profitable. So we will see some effect, but there's still huge opportunities in companies that are trading well below their fair value, and chat to us if you want to take advantage of those. Take care and God bless.